guys, Straight Ground on the Roll, coming back at you with another video. Today we are doing a 2021 NFL prospect ranking. This will be a part 1, top 50 players in the draft. I am very excited to do this for you guys. Don't forget to click that subscribe button to subscribe for more great content. And please don't get mad at my predictions here. I'm not trying to do anything and make someone triggered. I'm just doing this to have fun. Now, I mean, not to have fun, just to, show you guys some stuff and show you guys my top 50 big board. Nixon coming in at number 50. Really good player. What was I gonna say? That's not a word. Nixon was the Big Ten Defensive Player of the Year last season, and it's well warranted. Great pass rushing defensive tackle. I believe he has a lingering issue right now. I think he has like an injury concern or whatever. But Nixon's a really good player. 20-49, we have Jamar Johnson, safety out of Indiana. If you saw the game against Ohio State, you go, oh man, this guy is really good. Was flying all over field, making Justin Fields play games in his mind. Great cover guy, can also tackle and play in the run supporting department pretty well. Jamar Johnson's really good. 28, we have another defensive tackle in Levi Allen out of Washington. He is another really solid player because he is really a very good run stopper. I mean, I don't think he really offers much in the pass rushing department, but the excellent athleticism, and he can also help in the pass rushing department. Some say he's the best defensive tackle in the class. I currently have Christian Barmore, but Levi Allen is pretty good. 47, we have Sam Cosmi. Great athletic, solid offensive tackle for Texas. And you never really saw him get beat. It's very solid. Doesn't necessarily show greatness like the other guys do in this class. Offensive tackles do, but he's still really solid. 46, we have Elijah Moore out of Ole Miss. He was really targeting the ball at Ole Miss, but it's well worth it because he was very good. But he did play in the slot. We don't really know much about the boundary, but he's so dynamic and so good that a team should take a shot on him. 45, we have Eric Stokes, the corner from Georgia. Great athlete. Ran very, very fast at his pro day. Eric Stokes is a really good player. Coverage might not be there yet, but going up against guys like the top receivers, it may be hard sometimes. But will a team take a shot on him? I think they should, just because of the overall athleticism that makes him great. 44, we have Richie Grant, safety from UCF, but he doesn't necessarily have to be a safety. He can be a starting nickel corner as well. I mean, he brings a lot to the table and is very, very good in that role. Great for UCF. 43, Asante Samuel Jr. out of Florida State. The son of Asante Samuel. Asante Samuel Jr. is a great guy with ball hawking skills that I think, but it's kind of small at 5'10". You might think, oh, he's just a nickel corner. But he can also play on the boundary and be really good in that role. Asante Samuel Jr. should turn into a really good player. 42, we have Rayden, offensive tackle at North Dakota State. Compared a lot to Sam Cosmi, just solid. I think Sam Cosmi is a little bit more athletic than Rayden is, but Rayden is really solid and very good. 41, we have Jabril Cox, one of the better cover linebackers in the draft. Do I say him the second best cover linebacker in the draft? I think you would. Behind Jeremiah Usukorma, Jabril Cox is right up there in coverage, which he excels in. Jabril Cox is very, very good in that role as a linebacker. At 40, we have Nick Bolton, the linebacker for Mizzou. He's just really solid as well. as well. But unlike Jabril Cox, he can't really cover anyone, really. Pretty bad in coverage, but it doesn't really matter if you make up for it in the run-stopping department. I mean, it does matter, but he is really good in the run-stopping department. I think he'd be very good for a team who takes him. 39, this is my top defense tackle in the draft, and Christian Barmore out of Alabama. Really came on late in the season in the national championship throughout the college football playoff. Barmore's a really good player. That you would think stops the run at just a big 6'5", 310 guy, but he also offers pass rush as well. Christian Barmore is a very good player that I think a team would love to have. Here at 38, we have Gregory Rousseau, edge rusher out of Miami. Rousseau is very good. 6'5", 260. I mean, I take that back. He's just raw right now. Like, the purifiedness coming off the edge isn't there yet. He will need to be coached up in the NFL. Only played one full season of college football. His highlights are very good, but the tape isn't there. His highlights make you go, oh, this is a great player. He is a good player, just will need coaching up a bit. He's a pretty good player that will need coached up. That's it, really. 37, Wyatt Davis, the offensive guard from my favorite college football team, Ohio State. Wyatt Davis, he holds at times, but is overall very solid and a great pick. I think he should go to the Bengals, a team that needs O-line and a plug-and-play day one starter. 36, Javon Holland, safety out of Oregon. Javon Holland is a really good safety, but like Richie Grant, has nickel corner flexibility. I think he'd be good in that role as well. I mean, he's really good. And you might forget how good he was in 2019 because he opted out of 2020. Don't sleep on Javon Holland. He's a really good player. Now we go to 35 with Jamin Davis, the linebacker at Kentucky. I mean, he's just all over the field. I want the Browns to take 3 players, either Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah if he falls, Jamin Davis, or Zaven Collins. Those are the 3 players I would want the Browns to take. I think they would all just be great for the Browns, who need linebacker. People are saying they need edge in interior defensive line. I get that they released Sheldon Richardson. They let go of Larry Ogunjobi. But the linebackers are so weak. I mean, they signed Anthony Walker, but they still need to go linebacker round 1. Jamin Davis is pretty good, but, sorry about that rant there about the Browns. 34 here, we have Creed Humphrey, the center out of Oklahoma. Creed Humphrey is another really good player. And I say this because people are sleeping on him. He is very good. With 34 career starts, 36 straight. He's been a key 3-year starter for the Sooners. Creed Humphrey's really good. I don't know why people are pushing him down the draft boards as much. Creed Humphrey needs more recognition. 33, Joseph Osai, the edge rusher out of Texas. I mean, Osai was like his other Texas teammate on here, Sam Cosmi. Just really solid, and when he was there, he produced the pass rush that you want to see. Also, potentially his linebacker flexibility. I view him more as an edge rusher, though. I think he'll be pretty good for whatever team takes him. 32, we have Mac Jones. First quarterback here off the board. I mean, the first on the rankings. Mac Jones is a pretty good player. More of a field general guy. Average arm talent. Arm, to throw deep. He's really good at field, generally, and just accuracy. And, viewed, as a leader, I guess, which teams will value. I think he'd be really good for a team like the Patriots, or the Saints, or, those are the 2 teams that come to mind when I think about Mac Jones. But again, and 49ers, he would be really good. 31, we have another player that I think the Browns should take, in Javon Collins out of Tulsa. Versatile player. Some people view him as an edge. I don't really view him as that. I view him as a dynamic outside linebacker that will be really good for whatever team takes him. People are kind of pushing him out of the first round, which I disagree with. Javon Collins is a really good player. 30, my top safety in the class, Trayvon McGhee. Safety at TCU. Great cover guy. It's just the best safety in the draft. Trayvon McGhee is really good and will be pretty good for whoever takes him. At 29, we have Terrace Marshall Jr. I believe he's very good, very physical. Sometimes has a concentration drop here and there, but again, we all drop it here and there. But Terrace Marshall Jr. is just very good, decent route runner, but overall very solid hands, and I like him a lot. 28, Azeez Ojulari, the edge rusher for Georgia. Azeez is just not as bendy as you would like to see edge rushers be. Some people say he is. I don't really view him as that. He's just very solid. If you watch the Peach Bowl against what was that team? Cincinnati. You saw what he was made of. He was the best player in that game, in my opinion. Caused a very pivotal sack or forced fumble. I don't really remember, but I remember seeing Azeez Ojulari and thinking, "Wow, that guy is good," and he is very good. 27, Javonte Williams, first running back, on the rankings. Javonte Williams is just powerful. Some people might say he's the best running back in the class. I could see that, why they'd say that. He's very powerful and just very good as well. You'll just get a solid, he got 6 yards carry every play. I watched a little bit of North Carolina. I like them in basketball. I watched a little bit of them, and their offense was electric with Sam Howell, Michael Carter, Javonte Williams, Dyami Brown, Daz Newsome. That offense was electric. I liked it a lot. I think Sam Howell should be pretty good next year. But Javonte Williams is also a really solid player, and he comes in at 27. 26 now, Greg Newsome, corner for Northwestern. Some people worry about having not played 16 games in a season. But I like Greg Newsome. Played really good against Ohio State in the Big Ten championship game. And overall, just very, very good in coverage and what he does. And now the last player here in part 1, Landon Dickerson, the center from Alabama. Landon Dickerson's a really good player that I think is falling due to injury concerns, which shouldn't be a thing. Landon Dickerson's a really good player. Teams should not sleep on him just because he's gotten injured. Landon Dickerson was so good on tape, if you ever watched him, but really, really good player. That's my first few players to rank. First part, made halfway to 25. But hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Don't forget to click that subscribe button to subscribe for more great content. I will see you in the next one.